Alrighty guys, so we are almost done with the book reviews. We're so close, it's painful. So, the next one I read, bigger going on with the series here, is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. Now this is the last and final installment of the Mortal Instruments. Now there are some novellas. I think the one that I actually just got, because it was like on the sale, was The Longest Conversation, which I got it from my Kindle. I haven't read it yet. I'll let you guys know when I read it. But this is the final installment of Cassandra Clare. Again, I like the fact that the binding has all these little pretty pictures. This one was by far, out of the Mortal Instruments series, my favorite. Looking back on all of them, like this is where my hype train's at. So it deals a lot more heavily with angels and demons, and you discover who Magnus's dad is. Now, I'm not going to tell you because it's going to be a spoiler, and I don't want to spoil things. You discover Sebastian's true intentions. Ooh, hair in the eye, that hurt. Sebastian's true intentions. You know, it's sad because there are a lot of really nice characters that you kind of ended up falling in love with that have passed. Not going to tell you who, because again, spoilers. I'm trying to keep the spoilers out of this one as much as I physically possibly can. But this book was, like I said, by far my favorite in the entire series. And it deals with a lot and a lot heavily. Like, I cried. Like looking at all these book reviews that I've done today, I am an emotional bombshell of a mess. But it wasn't like one of those like sobbing snot tear cries. Like, it was like a little tear up because like the person didn't die, but something happened that just makes you sad. And how the characters deal with that sadness makes you sad. But it's still good. Say hi to Jonesy. He's been super clingy the past couple of days, so he's just being a goofball. But yeah, this book was really good. I give this one a 5 out of 5. The storylines developed finally, so now it's like you're riding the plateau. So basically what I've learned with Cassandra Clare is with her writing skill and her writing style, it's the first and second book are kind of like on that. She's developing the plot line, and it's a really slow development. Like, it takes almost 1,000 pages to develop that plot line. And then like the final book, which is usually like, this one I think is like 800 pages. Almost 800, 700 something pages. Like, you literally, don't ask. You literally ride that that plateau to like reach the climax. And this is what this entire book is. It's just riding that plateau to the climax, and then obviously the decline. This is why you don't get animals, friends. This is what they do. Anyway, but yeah, so hype train totally on this one. I loved it. I highly suggest reading City of Heavenly Fire. The entire Mortal Instruments series was it was really good. Just like I said in my previous book review, if you haven't watched that, that's fine. I'll repeat it here. The way you want to read these is you want to read 1, 2, and 3 first. So City of Bones, City of Ash, City of Glass. It gets you involved in the world of the Shadowhunters and what they stand for and what they do. And then you have to read the Infernal Devices series, which is Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess, before you even touch City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire. Because the reason why I say that is because, especially in number 6, like, I was hyped when they started referencing stuff from the Infernal Devices. I'm like, oh, I read that. Because it's very, very, very heavily referenced, like heavily referenced, and it's something you really should read before reading this novel, because I feel like personally, if I didn't read any of the Infernal Device series, then I would, excuse you, I would be really, really lost when reading, especially reading number 6. So I'm glad I read it, and I'm glad she wrote it that way, because it gives you a break from Jason, Clare, and those people, because they're modern day teenagers. Like, they're a hit and miss. Some of them you like, some of them you just really want to shut in a closet until they're adults. So, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I'm good. Um, yeah, so I suggest totally reading it. Very good. I actually like the series as a whole. It takes a minute to get through the whole, and you have to know when to power through and when to not. Um, like I said, I audiobooked it. There are lots of people on here that have read the book, so you can just follow them. Or there is a website called Scribd, SCRIBD.com. It's $9.99 a month, first 30 days free. And I prefer them over Audible, because Audible, you're only allowed like 1 or 2 books a month. Where Scribd, it's unlimited. Because sometimes, like with reading, like with the Infernal Vices series, I read through the 3rd book of Mortal Instruments, and then I powered through those. Like, I actually ended up reading like 4 or 5 books in a month. And it's unlimited books reading. And then they obviously have audiobooks, and they have actual physical books that you can read for, you know, that price a month. That people upload and stuff like that, and music and stuff like that too. But I use that, and that saved my life when reading some of these books, because like I said, they were so big that I couldn't just sit and power through and read them like that. But yeah, so overall, really good series. Takes a minute to get through, but once you get through like the plateau of the books, they get really good. It's just you gotta get there. But yeah, so I suggest reading them. It is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. You'll love them. And then what's also really good about this last book, is that there's another character that comes into play, and that's when the Dark Artifice series is born, and you're focusing on that specific character. So once that's the case, you'll be good to go. But for now, ta-ta.